As COVID-19 numbers continue to climb in some weeks, doctors say we are actually experiencing a historic year when it comes to the flu, and the information is actually positive. Less than 100 cases at the peak of flu season. News 2's Katie Turner spoke with doctors and other professionals about the future of the flu.
Every year, like clockwork, when the temperatures start to drop,
this is actually snowflakes a-flying.
Flu cases start to rise.
In South Carolina, of close to 4,200 cases last year.
The State Department of Health and Environmental Control reports only 89 cases of influenza this season in South Carolina.
The flu is in the ditch. The flu is in the ditch.
At the same time, coronavirus continues to tear through the nation, reaching almost 29 million cases. Compare that to the flu at just over 1,300 cases all flu season.
And we forget, we call it, it's just the flu. But about 40,000 people die every year from just the flu.
Many experts believe the cocktail of wearing masks, social distancing, good hygiene, and getting a flu shot did the trick.
This year it was like crickets. There was just no influenza, which is really exciting. It shows that all the stuff we've been telling people forever, wash your hands, don't go to work when you're sick, that kind of thing really works.
In fact, these tactics to mitigate the spread of the coronavirus have historical ties to the first outbreak of influenza in 1918.
123 years ago, the Great Flu Pandemic, from which we base all our scary laws on for quarantining individuals.
Newspaper clippings from 1918 giving advice, some of which may seem odd, like number 7, do not dust furniture, mop it. But tip number 1, wear a mask, has been incorporated into nearly every American's daily routine for the last year.
And interestingly, even then they had anti-maskers, and people were very, very adamant about not wearing masks. So it's not just us.
Virologists hope the lessons learned from the 1918 influenza pandemic will prevent history from repeating itself.
Remember, it was before the widespread use of antimicrobials, so we didn't have the anti-flu medications that we have today. So we've really come a long way.
A long way from the first outbreak of influenza to what could be the lowest recorded flu season since.
Boy, it shows it can be controlled.
This victory serving as a reminder, small efforts like washing hands can have big impacts like saving lives.
You've accomplished something, South Carolina. You've worn your masks. You haven't gone out to bars and restaurants. We went from 4,000 cases last year during our flu season to 89. That's tremendous.
In Charleston, I'm Katie Turner. Count on 2.